Mimi is back for part 2 of the haunted house drawing lesson. As you can see here, Mimi's gotten the door, the windows, and the shutters all drawn out for you. Since the last time I did the lesson, I happened to be looking into all my piles of artwork, and look what I found here. It's a picture of a haunted house and a pop-up picture. I can show you that this kind of house can be drawn on any type of paper. So maybe another video of Mimi's will show you how to make a fun pop-up. So let's get back to work. Now we have the shutters drawn. Before I was talking, if you make a mistake, that's when the game starts. Because if you can't erase your mistake, if you're using crayon or marker, then you have to put your thinking cap on and think, what are you going to do with the mistake you made? And I'll give you an example with the 2 windows upstairs. So for the second floor, I will draw a window, just like we did the other one. Mimi already, she drew it sideways. I hope I didn't confuse anyone. And let's say this time I drew the window and line, line, cross, across, and I start thinking, oh dear, this one is so much bigger than that one. I know it's a haunted house. I know Mimi keeps telling me it's okay to make a mistake, but I don't like it. Are you thinking that right now if you did that? I wouldn't blame you, but that's when you put the thinking cap on. This window, I will put the little woodwork around it. And this window, because it is chubbier, it's a little bigger than this one, I will put the woodwork inside. You can tell that Mimi has made this mistake in the past. That's why it was so quick for me to know the answer to that problem. But if you make a mistake, just stop and think, what can you do to fix it? Now we have to put that other molding inside. Remember, down, down, across, across, up, up, over, whoops, over, just like the other ones downstairs. Down, down, across, across, up, up, across, across, there. And let's get our white crayon and quickly color that in. Oh, this is coming out really pretty. If you had done it on black paper, your black lines do show up a bit, and the white crayon would show up more. Sometimes I've drawn this on brown paper, and that looks quite pretty too. If you don't have brown paper, or if you don't have any nice construction paper at home, and maybe you don't have the money even to go buy some paper, guess what? You can use old shopping bags, the paper ones. Maybe you have some hanging around. Brown paper shopping bag makes great art paper, or other types of shopping bags, or inside of boxes for cereal. It's a nice gray. I've done that before too. So if you want to draw, don't let anything stop you from finding your supplies. Now here, quickly, I'll do these shutters. We're good at those now, right? Just do a little rectangle there, skinny. Maybe I should have made that more messy looking, I don't know. This one I'll get, well, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that one. I guess that's good enough. Mimi loves to draw. She draws all the time. The more you draw, the better you get. Just like throwing a baseball. You throw it every day. Before you know it, you throw longer, farther away, and straighter, right where you want to throw it to, or a frisbee. That's one thing Mimi has to practice. I'm not good at frisbee throwing. But drawing, I draw every day, so my hand knows what my head wants it to do. It's called practice. Just like everything in life. Now, what else am I going to do? This looks kind of empty, like it needs something. I'm going to do one of those fancy windows you see in old houses. It starts with a circle. And we have to put that good old-fashioned woodwork in there, just like that. And maybe that crissy-cross stuff. Down, down, over, over, up. over there. And you know what color Mimi's going to grab it with her crayon now, huh? White. Well, we have a lot done on our picture already. We are still missing something very important. We're missing the walls of the house. So let's start. If I started over here, I might make a mistake and go tilted down or all over the place. I'm going to start in front of the front door, and I'm going to go out. Oh, out. I'm going to be careful though. I do not want to go farther than my shutters. Here, I can always make the line longer if I have to, so it's better to stop shorter even than you think you might want, because you can always add to it. I want to make the side of the house, the line go behind the shutters. So I go up, 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 jump over, continue my line, jump over, and a little bit more. Now it looks like the house is behind the shutters. I'm going to go up, 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 jump over, up, 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 jump over, up, and try to match it. If that's a little higher or long, shorter, don't worry. Here we go. Right across. Pretty good. Now we have to do that ever popular molding again. I'm going to do a matching line on the side, just like that. And I know all of my friends know what color I'm going to put in there, right? So grab your white crayon. Speaking of crayon, you could have used oil pastels, you could have used chalk, a lot of different things. Whatever you have handy or you're in the mood that day to use. I love crayon because it's neat. It does not cost much. And it seems like everyone has some type of crayon around. There you go. Now, know what is very important, and I notice a lot of kids, even adults, don't think of drawing when they draw a house. The siding is that wood, the pieces of wood that you see that make stripes sideways across the house. Start on the bottom and draw across, across, across. Jump over, and don't draw it on the door because that'd be kind of silly. Jump over the porch rails or whatever you call them, posts. Skip up a bit, sideways, and it's usually best to keep going like this instead of a bunch this way and then over here to rush it, because the secret is you don't want to rush it. Even though you see me going fast, first of all, because I draw a lot. Here you can go like that a little bit. But don't try to make it like it's a race to finish the drawing. When I was a little girl once, I raced to finish a piece of artwork at school once because one of my friends wanted me to go out and play at recess. And to this day, I remember how disappointed I was how it came out because I rushed. And I can still remember what I wore that day, how the weather was and everything, because I was so sad that I rushed for no reason whatsoever. I should have just finished it the next day. So if you can, put off doing what you're doing if you don't have the time, and don't rush. Here I'm going to have to go like this because it's tricky. Yikes. This one can go across, cross, cross, and get you dizzy. Try to match up the stripes to the siding. Doesn't have to be perfect, because as I said 20,000 times already, it's a haunted house. Nearly done, folks. Maybe you're drawing along, so you're hoping I was going to go slower. If that's the case, just put a pause button on it and finish up. There we go. Now, you know what I'm drawing here. Something to put my white in, the top part. I didn't need to put, whoops. Oh, now I have two crayons. It happens now and then. Never bothers me. This one might be too difficult to hold, so I'll use this. And usually that flat bottom part, that's just as sharp as the top tip that you get when you first get a box of crayons. Crayons do break.